be up near the top, so a couple of drivers might need to rerun, but we are getting down to the last few drivers making the runs up the mountain.
Yeah, no, it's been an absolutely historic day. So many.
The only thing you can do is fuel and check tire pressure.
We got you. We'll check fuel. We'll check fuel.
And
clear out the booth.
There we go. Looks like Ben Ryan's going to get another go at this here as he's lining back up at the start.
Yeah, I know if you do get turned around, the race officials give you a 20-minute window to just get everything back to where it needs to be. Obviously, with the road conditions as good as they are right now, tire temps probably aren't as critical as they would be if it were a cooler day. But you burn a lot of fuel. He was almost to the top of that third split there, so I'm sure they splashed some fuel in it, maybe went over a little bit of driver data, watched some video if he felt like he needed to do that, and he's just getting back in the zone.
Getting back in the zone for the run up to 14,110 feet, and he's ready to rip.
That thing is fast. I think he's won the King of the Mountain in that car, so do not count Paul Dallenbach out. He's going to be ripping, and we see Ben going underneath the timing loop there for the start.
Getting set to climb the mountain as we checking with Ben Ryan, who is making his way up now in that Mini as he circulates up the hill in that 160 horsepower Mini that had to go again, but here he goes.
Working his way into the corner that we call Sump. So this is a fun corner, long double apex. We've seen a couple guys get it wrong. One of those being Randy Popst, one of those being the fastest passer, Don Wickstrom. So they've got a little fence post sign down there that's called Popst and Pastor's Pond.
To a 2:42, section 3, pretty reasonable time at a 3:11.558. So that section 3 time's pretty good as Ben Ryan makes the right-hander and continues his climb. Up in, I don't know if these are new section times or old section times that we're seeing just yet.
I think that's a new first split. He's not quite to the second split, so that's an improvement. I think he was at 2:22 on his first attempt, so he picked up almost 8 seconds there.
In car number 117, we will see how that pans out for Trevor, and here is the Hoonapegasus.
This car is amazing, and to see Lia Block driving it as a tribute to her dad, it's giving me goosebumps right now. This is what this race is all about. This is what racing in general is all about, is just making statements like this, going out there and taking one of the coolest race cars ever and putting 16-year-old Lia Block behind the wheel to drive up Pikes Peak.
I think even more emotional there is the Ken Block above the door there, and Lia climbing behind the wheel to bring it up the mountain. And it's a special moment, I'm sure, for the family as well. Again, I spent a lot of time at Grid Life, and Ken was kind of in our circles as well. So it's just what a great way to end, and a symbolic end to the hill climb here in just a couple of minutes' time as Ben Ryan continues his climb up to the top of Pikes Peak.
Just waiting to see what Paul does in that first segment. And I know we saw a couple really fast times there. I'd expect something in the 140-something range. It's going to be quick no matter what.
The anticipation's killing me there. We're watching Ben Ryan on the screen, but our eyes glued to 146, 296, section 1, and that is going to be a pretty quick time. The Hoonapegasus roars to life, and the door will shut with the number 43 on the side. And in just a moment, it will begin a symbolic trek up the 12.5-mile, 156 turn course. And there is the green flag for Lia Block as she ascends America's Mountain.
And it's a tribute run, but you know Leah's a race car driver. She's not holding back.
No, she didn't
She
hold
very
back.
clearly was sending that thing into the first couple of corners there.
And she's been like a puzzle piece into that machine, so that's really, really neat. Ben Ryan continuing to just challenge the course with this Mini. It doesn't sound happy, but it's getting up the hill.
That little thing is working hard. He's through the third split. We should see that time here any moment. He made it further than he did in his first attempt there before that red flag. And now he's just a couple minutes away from getting to the top of this mountain.
Got to keep that thing revved up real high to get all the torque out of it there at the high end of the RPM range. But Ben Ryan going to give it all he's got in that time attack 1 category. And he mentioned getting the call to jump in this a couple of weeks ago, really, and to fill in a car that, again, really is outclassed as far as the competition goes. But the experience, the run up the mountain for his first time, just get a time on the board, come back next year, and try to knock it down. Ben Ryan almost there, final section, in the peak in the horizon. Time's not making it up the mountain, but it looks like it will be the ladder this year, and that is a frustrating way to end for a driver that is as competitive and is as dedicated to this race as Paul is. But Paul Dallenbach in that open wheel category will not make it to the top of the mountain. This Mini, though, Ben Ryan, he's given it all he's got to get this Mini to the top, and he's not that far away.
Just a minute or so away now. Granted, that's probably in something that's making more than that thing's got to be making under 100 horsepower now. It's just working so hard just to get up all these steep grades. And I mean, we heard it coming into Devil's Playground, which is 1,000 feet lower than the actual summit. So it's going to be interesting to see what his feedback is once he gets back down to the bottom. I'm sure he's going to go, man, this thing just had no power.
Well, the challenging thing about hill climbs is that the power goes away as you climb, but the weight doesn't. And even though the Mini isn't really all that heavy of a car, it's still dragging equivalently more as you climb up the mountainside and make it all the way to the peak at Pikes Peak. There she is, Hoonapegasus, carving its way through the Colorado Rockies en route to 14,110 feet.
It's just such a good-looking car, and it's purpose-built for this race. We talked about Tim with BBI earlier, and they put so much thought into every single aspect of this car. It's like you look at it, and it's a total work of art, and it also performs incredibly well.
Well, here comes Ben Ryan in his first attempt at climbing Pikes Peak. The Mini is going to make it. One more corner to cross the stripe over the bumps, and he's done it. Ben Ryan brings the Mini across the line. Well done in attempt number 2 after getting turned around. The little Mini that could across the stripe at the top of Pikes Peak.
Atop the 101st running of the Broadmoor Pikes Peak International Hill Climb presented by Gran Turismo. Ben Ryan, welcome to 14,115 feet. How does it feel?
Oh man, what a feeling. Absolutely amazing. Amazing. It's so crazy to be up here with all these guys and in this company, and first time up here. What a ride.
It's been a challenging week for you. Been through some adversity. Yeah. How hard was it to put all that behind you, take the green flag, and drive up this hill?
I had the easy part. My team did most of the work, and they made it all possible for me. So my job was easy. I really owe it to my team for getting this car and me up here today.
Obviously, some people to thank.
Yeah, Denko Company, the owner of the car, and then my team, Josh, Darius, Adam, Dez, all the guys. They all helped me with the car, and it's all because of them.
Tell us a little bit about what it's like to drive this hill.
Oh, it's absolutely insane. There's nothing like it, all the driving I've done. Just this hill and the challenge it is, and the elevation you climb in that amount of time is just crazy.
Well, welcome to the top. It had to feel pretty great to have David Donahue come over and welcome you to the top of Pikes Peak.
Like I said, it's just an honor to be up here with these guys, and to have someone like that come up and do that just makes it that much better.
And now you get to do one of the coolest things in motorsports, participate in the Champions Parade down Pikes Peak.
Can't wait. Best part.
Congratulations.
Thank you.